the 9th of November, 1941. Heavy snowfall has kept us mostly grounded. We flew a few sorties, and by we, I mean Inokenti let a few hurricanes out. I've been mostly just catching up on my paperwork and trying to stay warm. I'm informed that apparently this isn't really considered properly cold yet, and I should see how I feel in December. I'm not looking forward to it. The last time we went up, we bumped into the Italians again, bounced them from altitude and scattered them. It felt unusual to have the upper hand, and we absolutely exploited it. The squadron has accounted for 4 destroyed Machis and 1 more damaged. A good day for us, and a bad day for the invaders, or it would have been, had Fritz not arrived on the scene to break things up. I personally accounted for 3 of the destroyed enemy aircraft, at least as far as I can recall anyway. I didn't see any parachutes. This business, since its inception, has been a largely impersonal one for me. I don't think much about the other chap in the machine in my sights. It's just a machine, after all, an object, a thing that needs to be destroyed before moving on to the next, like shooting bottles off a wall. Here, though, it's insurmountably difficult to ignore the human cost of it all. Well over half the squadron has family living in the occupied territories, and even from the air we can see the tide of refugees making their way eastwards. There were columns of them on the roads in France, of course, but here there are rivers, hundreds of yards across, whole towns and villages seemingly on the move, dragging households' worth of belongings, driving whole herds of livestock across the country ahead of them. Sometimes I fly a low pass over them, stare out of the canopy, try to get a better look. I hope, perhaps, that seeing a friendly aircraft might lift their spirits, but even when they don't mistakenly think we're Germans and start scattering, I suspect they just look up at us and wonder why we aren't doing a better job, why we aren't around when the Germans come to bomb them. And that's just here. The front extends for hundreds of miles north and south, right across Russia. The scale of it I can only describe as industrial. It boggles one's mind to just try and put any of it in perspective. The German advance is like a force of nature, a disaster progressively moving its way east like a tidal wave, and with equally hopeless chances of stopping it. I'm confronted by the notion that we, by which I mean England, are tremendously lucky to have the channel between us and what is going on here on the continent, because it seems that a body of ocean is the one physical impossibility that the Germans have yet to find a means of casting aside. There's been some rather pathetic talk of Napoleon's failed invasion of 1812 in the official interests of raising morale, but everyone has quite cynically rejected it. It's utterly transparent to us that this is a different war fought on different terms, and that it will be the efforts of each individual involved that steer its course, without relying on historical platitudes to see us through. I think it's also accepted among everyone that their every effort may still not be enough. To such pits of despair, I have not yet fallen myself, thanks in no small part to the knowledge that, for me, a Royal Navy ship awaits in Murmansk to swiftly spirit myself and the rest of 151 Wing off home. I cannot begin to guess, however, the minds of all my comrades who have no such option. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to IL-2 Battle of Moscow, where today we're doing a 3-man flight instead of a 4-man flight, changing things up a bit. It gave me 3 guys, including ourselves, by default for this mission, and I just sort of decided to roll with it on the basis that maybe all the other planes are being repaired right now, and 3's all we've got. As you can see, we've got bombs. We've all got a pair of 250-pound bombs, and our target is very, very close, actually. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road to Rzhev, where we are going to attack transport and road facilities, which is a bit vague, honestly. I'm assuming we're going to be going after maybe a train station or a train itself, maybe, something like that. Not really sure, honestly. We'll fly over there and probably just bomb something that looks like it needs bombing. Unfortunately, they are once again sending us horrifyingly close to an enemy airfield, which I don't like at all. At least one of us is going to get shot down by flak today, I can already tell, if we don't get intercepted on the way there like last time. All in all, don't like it, but we've got to do it, so... You ready to go there, chaps? Jolly good. Let's head out. At least the 250-pounders won't weigh us down quite as much as the 500s do. Does mean a smaller blast though, so we need to be a bit more accurate with the bombs. Alright, up and away, gear up. Up, diddly, up. Dial back the RPMs. Close that canopy. As you can see, the weather is much nicer today, which is good, although it's still bleeding cold. Dial back the throttle, let the guys catch up, you know the drill. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Orders. Follow me. Actually, we're going to go back a bit left, but zigzagging like this will let them catch up, I suppose, so that's alright. Okay, ladies and gents. Well, it won't be a very long trip over there, but I'll save you the boredom of most of it. And I will see you. Remember, probably going to begin our attack run, or someone's making their attack run on us, one of the two. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start our attack run, more or less. Guys? You are back there, right? Yeah. I can see a squadron of something behind us, actually. I should probably check that out. There's planes all over the place at the moment. I think most of them are friendly. Those, I think, are Sturmovics. I mean, they're being shot at by the ground fire, so the answer's probably yes, but I did see something else back this way. Anyway, there's a river down here. You can't. It's difficult to see because it's frozen over. But pretty much follow that. It'll take us to our target area. Just wanted to do a little 360 here and check our sixes because I'm sure I saw something in the distance. I mean, there's something over there. I think there's some attack planes. There might be German attack planes, those being shot at by ground fire. If so, it's really not our thing to worry about. I should mention, actually, we do have an escort today. Though I think I've missed the rendezvous point, so they're not with us right now. There's a couple of P-40s dispatched to escort us, but honestly... Yeah. I thought I flew past the rendezvous point, but since the takeoff is highlighted in yellow, I guess I didn't, so that's a little bit annoying. Let's just see if we can sneak in here, drop some bombs, and then skedaddle back out again before anyone notices. Famous last words, possibly, but hey. We gotta give it a go, right? Quick shifty around, see if we can see anything. There's an airbase right over there. That's Regev Airfield. Bristling with AA guns, no doubt. Patrol for ground targets. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Friggin' follow me. I hate the way the game likes to do that. Just sort of automatically order the AI to start patrolling for ground targets for you. It's like, no, actually, I'd like to have control over that, please. Target area is just in front of us. There's a bridge. Tons of AA guns. I see a convoy. Here we go. Probably got an anti-aircraft gun in there somewhere. We should watch out for that. Alright boys, let's do this. One bomb. Away. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm getting knackered by AA right now. Oh, you're kidding. And I don't think my elevator is responding. I was always worried this was going to happen. Alright. Ditch the other bomb, if we haven't already. Absolutely nailed by AAA. I can barely control the elevator right now. I'm using elevator trim pretty much. We need to get back across our lines, and then I'm going to have to try and bail out. Flippin' heck. I sincerely hope that wasn't an enemy plane that shot me. You never know, though. Yeah. Plane's in tatters. I have virtually no elevator control whatsoever. It's pretty much gone. I've got the trim wheel and that's it. Flight leader orders, return to base. Because I am not going to be able to land this thing. I gotta get out. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Someone's after us. Will you piss off, whoever you are? Oh no. Trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up. Jesus, that was close. Oh, it's the Italians back for some revenge, is it? Alright. Alright, kick this thing over. We're getting out. Hells bells. We're lucky to be alive, quite frankly. Ooh. Well, shows me for not bringing the escorts with us, I guess. Fell victim to the stupid waypoint system. Although I don't know how much difference it would have made if we'd brought the P-40s, but perhaps it might have made some. Although I'm fairly sure it was ground fire that nailed me earlier. And not actually an enemy plane. I think they found me afterwards and decided to try and pick me off. Anyway, folks, guess it's back to the debriefing for us. Alright, let's fill in the details. I had a look at the event screen in-game after the mission was over, and the bad news is everybody got shot down. I thought at first it was a AAA fire that got us. I guess it might not have been. I think all three of us got bounced by the Italians, and all three of us got shot down. I mean the other two on the map, they went down in virtually the same location. So I think the Italians just bounced us and wrecked all three of us while we were making our ground attack run. That is just brutal. As it turns out, the P-40s were already engaged in combat as well. I had a look at them, so they would have not have been of much help, unfortunately. And I think everybody suffered on this one, because I flipped through all the friendly planes, and I found a Sturmovik that was trying to land with half of its tail missing, so I think we all got mauled today. Continue with claims. I have none to make. But I think Pavel and Sviatoslav are toast. They went down and out over enemy territory, so at the very best, they've been captured. Max info, start debrief. I guess we'll find out the truth of what happened now. Let's have a look. James was damaged, but okay, yeah, so it was ground fire that hit us in the first place. Looks like our bombs, well, one of our bombs, the one bomb we dropped on target did some damage. We destroyed a Ford truck, an Opel Blitz truck. Opel Blitz ammo truck, and we damaged an anti-air gun. So mission accomplished, right? Okay. Yeah. Pavel, yeah, immediately then damaged by Valter Farina. We were damaged by Moreno Grassi. Yeah, damage. Hurricane Mark II shot down by Aldo Rossetti. Sviatoslav was killed. Then Pavel was killed. and then we were brought down, but we managed to bail out. Debrief complete. Well, that's grim. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, isn't it? Sviata's 11, Pavel will get their posthumous wound stripes. And that's it. We are, again, not too badly injured as it turns out, apparently. Heal wounds. We need 8 days off to recover again. I wonder if we'll still have the same airbase in that time. Stepan Shlikov has been killed, and Luitsa has been seriously injured in combat with enemy forces. She will be unavailable for an extended... Yeah, she's out of the game. Great, well, we lost our one good pilot as well into the bargain. Fantastic. Oh, boy. Looks like Vladimir managed to get himself shot down, but seems to have survived again, amazingly. Alright, Luit's just been replaced by another female pilot, Natasha Dumanovsky. Hope she's half as good as the last one was. Eldar Vikashev, Denis Ivanov, and Philip Paley. Or Paley. Not sure how you'd pronounce that in Russian. But, okay. Those are the newbies. Stepan got an award. Luita got a wound stripe. Okay. So, who are the new people then? Let's see. Silly Vladimir. Vladimir with the 9 lives here. Jesus. That's Natasha. What's her stats like? 4 missions under a... Oh boy. Oh boy. Total greenhorn. Great. There's Philip. Nice moustache. Yaroslav Pankratov. He's been with us a little while now. Eldar Vikashev. Hello, sir. Nice hat. Denis Ivanov as well. You're a new, aren't you? Okay. Well. I don't think morale is very high at the 157th right now. I'm a level with you. I don't think it's very high. It looks like we've also moved base as well to Dyatlovo. So let's have a look at the intelligence map, shall we? I think... Yeah, our old position's been pretty thoroughly overrun, I reckon. Actually, no, it hasn't. It's still in friendly hands. It just seems we've been moved down the front. For some reason. Not really sure why. That's interesting. We've still got the Lag 3s of the 11th with us, but we've, again, you still yet to see them in an actual mission with us. Are we sure this Lag 3 squadron really exists, and it isn't just some sort of fictional thing that's only on paper? It's very suspicious. Anyway. What's the current date? It is the 19th of November. Months starting to fly by now, aren't they? With me getting injured all the time. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, possibly another short episode, this one, but I like to keep them short sometimes because it keeps people guessing. Because if people see a short episode in this series come up, they start thinking, oh god, was he shot down? Was he killed in this one? So... This time the answer was no. We were shot. Well, yes, we were shot down, but we were not killed. So, yeah. But you got to keep people guessing. You got to keep people unsure. So you got to keep uploading the short episodes along with the long ones to keep people on their toes. You see, that's why I do it. So, anyway, cheers, my dears. See you next time. Toodaloo.